What's up, Yu-Gi-Oh players? Relaxed Yu-Gi-Oh player coming at you today with a video for a tutorial on Dungeon Dice monsters for Yu-Gi-Oh! Not specifically a TCG kind of thing, but just a little hobby or kind of game that I've kind of collected some stuff on over the years. And I wanted to show you guys a more in-depth tutorial versus some of my way older videos. Also with a much better camera angle, lighting, and so on. So just to get started, Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters is a game where you basically summon creatures to the board and move across the field and slowly get to your opponent's monster lord, or stop it to where your opponent cannot they can't summon any more creatures. And as you guys can see here, we do have some sealed Dungeon Dice Monsters boosters. All three of these are sealed. They will be being opened on the channel. So we'll see if we can get this video to, I'd say, maybe 10 likes, and we'll upload these bad boys being opened. I did open about 8 of the set 2 way back, which I'll probably be uploading those after the 10 also. But you know, a lot of cool stuff comes out of here, like Exodia, I think Dark Magician, Gaiakotino Megami, just a lot of other cool stuff. I think Mighty Mage, which I think is like Toy Wizard in our trading card game. So that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, kind of show you guys about the game here and how everything works. So the game is only 2 players, and the premise of the game, this is our monster lord. I'll kind of show you him on camera there. Just a little figurine of a little dude with 3 hearts on his belly. I play the expanded format, which is the outer squares. You can see the inner has like a lighter blue circle around it. That's for beginners. I also have 2 sets of everything, so I bought 3 starters altogether. 1 sealed, 2 open for gameplay. So basically you have die that dictate what is summoned to the field. You have level 1 die, easiest to summon the creatures. Basically they have, I think out of 6 sides, just 2 are not numbers. So in advanced format you're going to roll 2 sets of 3 separately. So you go boom, and then boom. If out of either of the 3 sets, or sets of 3, you get 2 1s, which we saw. This is one of the rolls, and then this is the other one. So this one we can't summon anything, but the first one we could. So you can summon a level 1. Just in case, also, if you were to roll in either of your set of 3, if you got 3 1s, then you can actually summon 1 level 2. So 2 1s equals a level 1 summoning. 3 1s in that group is a 3. Now, for example, also, if you rolled, you know, if you were to roll, like say, oops, geez, say in each set you were to roll 2 1s, you only get to summon 1 level 1, and it doesn't combine for a level 2. 1 full set has to be like all 1s to summon level 2. They can't combine together. But you'll also notice that there's these little shields and then movement. Those are your crests and how you attack and move and defend. You'll see more on the higher level ones later. We'll go to level 2. Level 2 is blue. The chances of rolling a 2 on this one are actually 4 out of, I think 3 out of 6. So it makes it a little harder to summon level 2s because they're stronger. So yeah, 3 out of 6 on that. Also, you're going to see this one has a little lightning, which is like a spell attack. You get 2 attack crests when you land on this. Movement times 2. Oops, sorry. And then I think there's one more on here. Oh, nope, that's it. So that's that. Same thing. If you roll a set of 3, on this one, we would be able to summon a level 2. You get the attack also. And then if on the other one we roll nothing, you know, no summoning, that's fine. And then if you roll 3 2s, you can summon a level 3. It just basically goes on from there. Level 3s, same thing. If you roll 2 of these, you get to summon a level 3. Out of this one, the chances of rolling a 3 are 1 in every 2. So you have very less likely chances of rolling a 3. That's a trap. So you get 2 of those. And you'll see, well, we got lucky. We actually got 2 3s on that. Wow, okay. So rarely does that ever happen where you actually roll 3s that easily. Again, it's 2 out of 3, so, or 2 out of 6. So 1/3 of your rolls should be that. And then the reds, level 4s, which the base sets do not come with level 4s, but these are good for crests. So lightning, which is spell, I just say lightnings because it's cooler. Movement, defense, attack. You get 1 of that, and then 1 level 4, 1 4. So this one you have 1 in 6 chances of rolling a 4. Some of the boosters we've already opened include level 4 creatures. Hopefully we get more. But just for an example here, we roll. We got 0 4s out of that, so it's even harder. Again, we got 1 4 out of 6. 6 die we rolled, and we only got 1 4. So just so you guys can see it, the higher the die, the harder it is to summon. So from there, as we mentioned, you want to try to go straight for your opponent's Monster Lord. I have my other one over here, so let's put him over here. So I'm player, I go, okay? So for example, say that we roll these level 1 die. Boom, and then boom. So we can either summon a level 2, because we got 3 1s, or we can summon a level 1 with an extra defense. Really, it doesn't matter. So you actually keep track of your crests on this little abacus here. You can see the top here goes 1 through 10. It starts with movement, attack, defense, spell, trap. Fairly easy to keep track of everything. Just we would, in that roll we got 2 defense, so we would just go 2 over, and then that's it. You summon your creatures. So summoning, very easy, as we've already explained. You actually have different types of pieces to summon your creatures onto the board. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of display these for you. I kind of have them jumbled up because me and my fiance are about to duel, and we're actually going to be doing a upload of that on the channel. It should be fun. So as you can see, we have like a T-shape star. The star is where you summon your creature on the tile. I actually had 2 sets, so I was able to, we got 2 different ones here. You know, these actually, they flip, but they don't match, which is good. And then the stars, you see right here and right here. These ones. Stars are in the same place pretty much, but they just are in a different position. Typically, if it was like a 1-player starter, they would both be like this. But since I have 2, we can kind of mix it up a little bit. Makes it a little more fun, gives it some variance. And then you have these 2 here. Oops, sorry. Stars on those. And then the crosses, I call them, or the T's, whichever. Same thing on those. Going based off of what we rolled earlier, you have to start connected to your Monster Lord. So you have to have your first piece connected either next to it, in front of it, or also on this side. You cannot start at an angle like this. That doesn't work. You just have to have it connected specifically to him. So, for example, Force Raider, which we'll show you the cards here in a moment, and what their abilities are. You summon him to the star, which is right here. Boop. If you have movements, you can do that, whatever. So let's say we rolled level 2s, and say we ended up getting this kind of roll here for fun. We could summon a level 2 or level 3. I would just go ahead and let's say I'm summon the good old Buster Blader. I would use a cross, And this, now that you've already started your dungeon, it can be connected to your monster lord if you wanted to, or you can build out from an existing place. So you can start here as long as it's connected horizontally or diagonally. Here you can go sideways, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to go here for easiness. Place them on the star, turns over. Now, a few things that are interesting. Say, for example, we summoned a bunch of creatures out to the field, and we ended up just going straight for the kill. Somehow our opponent didn't have anything. It doesn't really ever happen, but, well, it has happened before, but basically you just move along your blue tiles, and say, for example, our opponent summoned some stuff out to the field, to the dungeon. So there's their piece, and let's just say that, let's say this is theirs also, and then let's say that. So you can actually move on to your opponent's pieces as much as you like. That's fine. Now, as far as summoning, if you wanted to summon, again, it has to be touching a blue. It cannot. You could not ever summon. You can touch your opponents, but it has to still be touching a blue. So, for example, let's say just like this. That's fine. It's touching your blue. You just can't go willy-nilly and summon it over here. Has to be touching a blue. That would be crazy, and that would kind of defeat the purpose of building a dungeon. And really, again, the purpose of the game is either to, you can lock your opponent out from summoning. So, say, for example, we summoned a bunch of stuff, right? And we ended up getting out to, say we ended up blocking it off like this. It's never going to happen like this perfectly, but it's kind of fair to say it. I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but it's really rare to happen. Your opponent has a piece here, so you have one red, and they want to summon another creature. So they would have to find a piece that fits perfectly. Move that a little. It had to fit in the empty spaces. Even though they have nowhere to spawn over here, they cannot spawn in these areas. So if you block your opponent off, then you are speeding up being able to win the game, basically. Pretty mean way to win, but usually myself, I like to play conservative. I like to kind of branch it out a little bit. Some people have beat me by trying to go straight for the kill, and they have succeeded. So I just want to show you each individual card here. We're going to start with the level 1s, which are going to be just the Voice Raider. So, sorry about the little light glare here. So you'll see Voice Raider right here. It says level 1. So he takes level 1 die. His type, some of his abilities here. So his ability, and then his HP, attack, and then defense. Without spinning attack crests, he can attack. And then during battle, you can add an additional attack, basically by spinning in if it attacks a monster from the beast tribe. Easy effect. Not a very strong monster, but he starts the dungeon. He helps you get your dungeon pieces out. So that's level 1. Level 2s are going to be your Gearfried and the Knight of Twin Swords. So let's get him out there. He's level 2, as indicated by level 2 here. Warrior, movement, attack. Are basically these are what you use to activate these abilities. And then his HP 30, 20 attack, 10 defense. With him, Knight of Twin Swords can move 2 spaces per each progress crest spent. And when this monster performs this effect, he can't make a regular movement. And then the second ability, basically he can attack 2, 4, 6, 8 times. Even if he doesn't use all of them, it's almost guaranteed to kill whatever you're attacking, depending on the type of defense guy. But with Knight of Twin Swords on his first effect, because he can use 1 movement to move twice. Okay, so say the Knight of Twin Swords is right here on the board. Let's just make it a little different. Let's say he's right here. No, that's not right. Okay, so he's right there, and he wants to move. Some reason he wants to go right where this die is here. So he wants to move there. He wants to use his ability. Well, he can't because 1, 2, 1. He has to finish all of the effect that he had. So he would have to use 3 regular movements, 1, 2, 3, instead of just 1, 2, 1, 2. Pretty cool ability. He helps movement. This is pretty cool. Gearfried. We haven't gone over him yet. These are all the cards that are in the base starter, by the way. I'm not going to show you the advanced stuff yet. Warrior. He can use 3 trap crests, whatever they're called. And if your monster lord would be attacked, basically you can sacrifice it and prevent one of those damages. And then he can defend without spending his defense crests. The only way to kill Gearfried right now is by Buster Blader, which we're going to show you his effects, which isn't really crazy. It's just he's got a good attack. Or Thunderball, which we're going to show you. These are level 3s. And the only reason I say that is since Gearfried does not have to spend defense to defend, they're the only ones that can actually do enough attack damage or effect damage to kill it. These are all level 3s. We'll start with the Strike Ninja. He's pretty sweet because he can move 3. Strike Ninja can move 3 squares for each progress crest spent. And then when he performs this effect, he can't make a regular movement. So same as Knight of Twin Swords, only 3, 6, 9. He can't move 7, 8 if he uses his ability. Second ability, during one turn, attacking or other effects don't work on this monster, and at this time, other monsters can go through him. So it's pretty interesting. Basically makes him immune if your opponent's about to come in with Thunderball or with a Buster Blader, use his ability, and they just go through him. Speaking of Buster Blader, strongest monster in the structure deck. You see he's level 3. He's a warrior. Oh, sorry. And then, so that this monster will not be affected by any attacks or effects produced by a monster from the Dragon Tribe. We don't have any dragons yet, but we will, I think. Maybe, but we'll see. And just really, his attack is his strength, really. 40 attack, 30 HP is decent, 10 health sucks, but he can get killed easily. He just also can kill everything else very easily. And this is actually my favorite Thunderball. And the reason is because of his effect. So he moves straight forward until he hits a monster item, and destroys it. It does not move into the destroyed monster's space, and if Thunderball does not hit anything, he moves forward until reaching a dead end. Attack and defense aren't that crazy, decent HP, and to see he's actually dark, which is weird. But I'm going to show you just an example here. So, say that Buster Blader here is my enemies. All right. So say Buster Blader is right here. He's in front of his monster lord, and I summon Thunderball, or I move him into this. I moved him into this space previously. He has a straight shot to that Buster Blader. I use 3 of my crests, which would be over here. So I would just immediately boop, move him over. He moves forward. Automatically kills Buster Blader. Buster Blader dies. It's that easy. Also, if my Thunderball was here and there was nothing blocking, I would move forward. I would not kill or hurt the monster lord because you have to attack it to do damage. But it would end here still because it's considered a dead end. There's no more dungeon after. And Monster Lord, interestingly enough, we haven't went over Monster Lord yet. Where in the world? There he is. This is the Monster Lord. So, no attack, or sorry, no type, no abilities. He's just the monster lord is you. So that's my selfie, guys. That's me. 3 life points, 10 attack, 0 defense. So he cannot defend. He can attack, but he the life points is different because, again, let's just pull up this here so you guys can see. His is actually HP 20. Life points means no matter what the attack of your opponent's creature, if it's a 30 attack or 40 attack, even Buster Blader, it does just 1 life point. 3 life points in, game over, you lose the game. So it's a strategic game. I wish that Dungeon Dice Monsters really was still around because it was such an interesting and fun game to me. And I can't wait to play with my fiance here in a minute. We'll turn all the lights on. But definitely stay tuned for that video. We'll actually probably do a couple videos of us dueling each other. She's not like the best at this game. She doesn't really know all the rules per se, but we've played in the past, so it shouldn't be I shouldn't hopefully just destroy her right out. Hopefully she kind of goes back and forth. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, I hope that you learned some stuff out of this tutorial. Definitely, compared to my really old one, I feel it's much more in depth. And then with that, again, we will be doing these openings, so that should be interesting. And actually, I want to touch base on one more thing. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So, moving and attacking. Just for you guys to know. So, say my Buster Blader's here, and my friend's Knight of Twin Swords is over here, for example. And then say that their Gear Freed is right here. If I have my Buster Blader, and I kill Gear Freed the Iron Knight, Gear Freed's dead, right? I attack him. And then I move 1, 2, 3 spaces. I cannot attack the Knight of Twin Swords because the creatures are only limited to 1 attack per turn, whether it's advanced or standard format. So if you were to attack Buster Blader here, it's probably in your best interest to kind of move back a little bit so they can't just move straight in. And if you do, since Knight of Twin Swords has an ability to move 2 spaces for every movement crest spent, you want to move an odd number of spaces away, so he has to use regular movements. It's just a lot easier that way. But that was just, I wanted to make sure we threw that in. That's something that's very important. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. We'll be looking forward to uploading that duel video with me and my fiance here probably in the next couple days. We'll also be doing some openings, and we are doing a giveaway on the channel. Not only are we going to be opening 100 packs, including Retro Pack 2, and a lot of other old school packs like Enemy of Justice, Elemental Energy, Legend of Blue Eyes, we're going to be doing a giveaway, which is going to, first place is going to win the most expensive card I pull out of that 100 packs. If it's a Blue Eye Shining Dragon, it's yours. I haven't found, we still have to come up with the video, but this is just letting you know there's a giveaway coming. Subscribe, because once we hit 300 subs, that's when the giveaway is going to happen. And once it does happen, it's going to be fun and awesome. But I hope you enjoyed. Definitely, I'll be coming at you with more Dungeon Dice and regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack openings. And definitely do not forget to subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed. All right, peace out, guys.